Hello, everyone, and welcome to Thursday Night Oz New Zealand Grand Am by V8 Online, proudly sponsored by Track Racer, Thrustmaster, and V8 Online Superstore. I'm your host tonight, Sebastian Mario Westberg, and joining me in the comms box for the first time, Clayton Brooks. How are you, Brooksy?
Yeah, good thanks, Seb. Glad to be here. Excited for the race. Little nervous, my first commentary gig, but hope we have a good race and a bit of fun along the way.
Oh, that's alright, mate. I had my christening about 6 races ago at Lime Rock, and in the first race, jitters always get you a little bit, but once you get accustomed to it, it fall into the thing. So tonight we're heading to Barber Motorsports Park for a 50-minute sprint round in the Riley DP and the McLaren GTs. Now, just trying to get up the information in front of me. Might actually quickly run through the championship standings while we got a moment. So, in the Riley Daytona prototypes, Mitch Abrahall has pulled himself out to a nice early late championship lead with a 73-point lead over John Emerson. John Emerson in second place. Christopher Osborne in third place. Matthew Barron coming in fourth. Alex Lam in fifth, Steve Vainus in sixth, Anthony Koenig, a great turn of speed in a few races, in seventh, Baden Reed, Michael Schreier, and Bernard Mangelsdorf finding his way into the top 10. And then over to the McLaren field, we've got Dylan Sharman, the hard charger, in one. David Hingston, who's found his way up into second place. A great result for him so far. Christian Allyward, the man behind all our overlays that you guys will get to see tonight, in third place. Martin Turner in fourth, Andrew Wren in fifth, Blake Coppo in sixth, Corey Osborne in seventh, David Arnold in eighth, Barry Kennedy in ninth, and Josh Flew rounding out the top 10 for the Oz New Zealand Championship. So we got I'm not sure if we got I'm losing my train of thought here. We got 50 minutes here tonight. Barber Motorsports Park, quite a famous track in the American circuits. Plays host to the Indy cars, the Grand Am, the American Superbikes, and other series. Is a very fast-flowing, spectacular track. You had a chance to do many laps here, Brooksy?
Not recently. I have in the past. Super track. Really love it. Undulations are great. Yeah, it's built for racing, this track.
Most certainly is. It's a very tough track. We saw some excellent racing here last season, and it was hopefully proved to be the same again with quite a tight-knit field actually tonight. We'll get the track info up. So we've got 15 turns, 3.83 kilometres. A couple of short straights, but tell you what, traffic is going to be difficult tonight. Those straights are not that long.
No, there's probably only 2 genuine overtaking spots, the end of the main straight there, and going down into turn 5. But yeah, the traffic going to be held up for quite a while in O'Reilly, I think, at certain stages of this race.
Yeah, I know. In the laps I did during the week, just to get my head around this track before broadcasting tonight, there was a fair few times where I'll be sitting there pushing on a hard lap in that McLaren, and you'd have a DP come behind you, and he's got genuine pace of you, but there was just no room for him to get past cleanly. And there has to be a lot of give from the McLarens to get past in order to not lose too much time.
Oh, that's right. They're going to be in their own battle. It's not a wide track by any means, so yeah, it's going to prove some exciting and interesting racing.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's just about the warm-up session over, so cars will start to grid up soon. Might actually quickly run through the grid while we got a bit of a chance now. I know last week we had some issues with the actual times being shown on our overlays. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if they've been fixed up properly or not. Christian has been working hard on them to try and get them sorted out, but I'll run through the DP field for you. So Richard Hampstead has found himself on pole with an incredible time of a 1:15.209. George Sandman finds himself in second place with a 15.3. Emerson very close to Sandman's time with a 15.366 to Sandman's 15.322 in third. Christopher Osborne in fourth place with a 15.4. Matthew Barron in fifth with a 15.6. Brad Ryan in sixth place with a 15.8. Mitchell Aberall finds himself down in seventh. I'm sure he's not accustomed to being starting that low in the field with a 16 flat. Steve Vainus a 16.6. Marlon McMullen with a 17.9, and Michael Fabian rounding out the 10-car DP field tonight.
Yeah, and in the McLarens we got Dylan Sharman off pole. He's with a 20.615, the only person into the 20s. Justin Ruggier pulled out a time late there with a 21 flat ahead of Fabio Gonzalez, 21.1. Christian Arwood and Andrew Lee back in that 5th and 6th. Paulo Martins, Wayne Burke, Martin Turner, Leighton Fine, David Hingston, Andrew Wren, Bruce Joy, Iffen Gowden, Blake Coppo, Ralph Lauren Oski, and Lewis Kugeley. Sorry if I pronounced those wrong, fellas, but yeah, that's your grid for the McLarens.
It wouldn't be the first time that one of us is going to pronounce the name wrong. But don't feel too bad. Now, Brooksy, you've got to get yourself accustomed to this commentator stuff. You got the trucks coming up next season.
I do, yes. Very excited. I haven't done a lot of oval racing in the official series, but I've done a fair bit of hosted oval racing. Quite different from the road. It's very strategic. You got to keep those tyres fresh for those last few laps. It's going to provide very good racing. Those trucks are always a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's going to be. I tell you what, the team in Advance Line, we're very excited and working hard, getting ready for this. The trucks is coming up this season, and tell you what, they're going to be some seriously tight racing. I know since we made the announcement that we're going to start broadcasting the truck series, the participation that we've seen in the Oz community has skyrocketed as everyone tries to get their head around the truck, bring their I rating up so they can make the top split for the broadcast and everything else. So I know I'm looking forward to being the director for it, and tell you what, it's going to be a different challenge for us. We're used to right turns and left turns. Speaking of right turns, they're coming around their final left turn. The pit pacer car should duck off just up here. Dylan Hampstead will control the field as he comes around the right hand corner. Green flag will come a little bit down the straight as they get ready to get underway. And there's the green flag. So Richard Hampstead's gone off to a great start. George Sandman's been left in the wake as John Emerson's been managed to get away too. He's up at the inside of George is coming in. He sneaks second place. Matthew Barron's got to run on the outside of Christopher Osborne, but we'll have to pull back in line.
All the McLarens are through turns 1 and 2 cleanly so far. Christian Arwood's managed to jump Fabio Gonzalez, so's Andrew Lee. And they're all looking good so far coming into turn 4.
George Sandman looking to get that.
We've got Nathan Gowden around on the entry to turn 4. He's hit the fence pretty hard there.
Oh, that'd be a devastating moment for Nathan Gowden. Looks like he's just maybe a little bit of contact with the car 17. That's Ralph Lorinsky. That looks like a netcode, to be honest. iRacing software trying to assume where the cars are going to be based on their internet connection, and
yeah,
so we'll
definitely a bit of netcode.
Yeah, get a replay up on the screen for you guys. So no intent there from Ralph Lorinsky. Unfortunate intent for Nathan Gowden. You see, just the cars didn't come together, but it looks like they do. So, yeah, unfortunate for Nathan. He would have been hoping for a better start than that. Richard Hampstead's already put himself a half-second lead over John Emerson in the DP field. So TTL 1-2 in the DP class at the moment. These boys will be looking to work hard together and try and gap the George Sandman.
Not only that, Seb, TTL's leading the McLarens with ANZ Motorsports' Justin Ruggier trying to keep up. I don't know if he's going to have the pace for the entire race, but you'll give it his best shot.
We've seen it time and time again from Dylan Sharman. He just has this car hooked up week in, week out. He's really to the faultless drive. As we've got someone else losing spots, is that? I think Andrew Wren may have just lost a couple of spots in the back of the field. I just saw my lighting change. We got Blake Coppo blinking as well. David Hingston having a few net dramas as these boys are battling hard coming through these tight chicane. Oh, what do you call this? Canes, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty tight. It's air bend into a hairpin, so we'll call that chicane.
Yeah. So, I tell you what, those curbs, they really... Oh, someone's... Leighton Fines had a moment. It looks like he's touched the grass. David Hingston's going to try have a look around the outside, but has to pull back in line. Not a place to go too wide. There he is. He's had another moment coming over that hill.
Very, very technical track. The car just unloads over that hill. He's trying to get it turned. He's got no weight on the front tyres. Got no steering.
Very easy. These cars, I found them personally, not very different to the V8. V8, if you get a bit of a slide, you can catch it because of the lack of grip, I suppose you would call it. It gives a predictable nature to a slide with those sort of cars. With these ones, because they've got so much grip, when you do get an oversteer moment, it is so easy to overcorrect and just snap back the other way. Christopher Osborne finds himself in a hard battle with Matthew Barron pulling up in 5th place for the Dynamic Sim Sport Vets track racer car.
Trying to chase down George Sandman, one of the best in the business in the Riley.
We've seen some great driving from George Sandman and some disappointing results. He'll be looking for a good result tonight. He's had a couple of moments where it looks like he's come together with other people and then made mistakes himself, so not accustomed to racing in the calibre of the Australians. Got to get used to the different pings that he has to deal with. And we hear it like with Madison Down when he has his net dramas. It actually does have a play on your grip. If you have a poor internet connection, you actually you feel less grip on the road as David Hingston has a run. Blake Coppo has a run on David Hingston coming into turn 1. Thinks better of it. That's a hard place to turn if you're not close enough.
Yeah, it's definitely only one way through turn 1. It's very hard to do it around the outside, but if you can make it stick, you've got the inside for turns 2, 3 and 4, so it's a brave move if you can get it done.
There's another look coming down into turn 5 in the S-Band. It's Leighton Fines having a blink in front of him. That's got to be playing on the mind of David Hingston. Has David Hingston disappeared for a moment?
I was just about to mention Leighton seems to be holding up that bunch behind him, and definitely if his pings up, it will be losing grip, and the guys behind will certainly be getting frustrated, that's for sure.
Another battle for 7th and 8th in the GP class. Steve Vane, who's been harassed by Brad Ryan. These guys are old sparring partners. They've had some great battles in the past. Steve Vane, who we know is one of the hardest breakers in this car, always manages to find that limit to the brakes and come from nowhere sometimes. So Brad Ryan be looking to make a move coming down to turn 5. Venus takes a little bit of shallower line just to try and hold Brad Ryan up. But can Brad Ryan get a run out of the hairpin? No, he's lost a little bit of ground there. Have a look at these curbs here. Maybe it might be an opportunity at some point. We'll go on board with some of these cars and just have a look at how hard some of these curbs. These ones that Venus and Brad Ryan are going through now, they just unsettle the car so much. You just end up with a bit of an oversteer, understeer, oversteer, and you're swinging the steering wheel left, right, and you end up catching it and keep going and hold your breath each lap.
You hit him wrong and it can bounce you straight off the other side of the track. You just can't regain control.
George Sandman still being harassed by Christopher Osborne for 3rd place. Richard Hampstead has checked out to a 1.3 second gap over Gian Emerson. So these boys got the car hooked up and working well. As Blake Coppo's managed to got around David Hingston for, what's that? That's looking at about 11th and 12th, I think it is, by my count. So I don't have...
Yeah. Well, Blake Coppo's got plenty of speed in this car. He's proved in recent weeks. So he'll be looking to move through the field.
Yeah, Leighton Fine will be feeling a bit of pressure now with that Blake Coppo. He's seen him to have good results. So someone's had an off there. Who was that? Who's fallen down? Wayne C. Burke has had a moment. He's going very slow.
And Bruce Joy was all crossed up through turns 2 there, trying to avoid. I think Wayne Mine may have put him off a little.
Andrew Wren and Wayne Burke have a side-by-side action, and we'll see if we can't find out exactly what's happened to Wayne going through that corner there.
3 wide through turn 5.
It looks like he's just lost the rear as he's come through. Got a little bit too late braking and big slide and done. Oh, he's just touched the fence. So unfortunate incident for Wayne. We've seen him. He's been getting faster and faster as the weeks go on. Blake Coppo's managed to get around Leighton Fine for that position, so now he'll be eyes set on Martin Turner, the other overclocker's car in front of him.
Look at the gap he's already opened up. He's got some pace there, Blake.
Oh, he's been great driver in this car. And look, he was actually the first car without a qualifying time, so I wonder where he would have found himself if he had managed to qualify. As Leighton Fine's found the back of, David Hingston's found the back of Leighton Fine again, so these two will get back at it. Bruce Joyce, and Brad Ryan, Steve Vainus. These boys aren't letting up. Steve Vainus doing a great job as Brad Ryan, a lot of curb, almost gets the back of Steve Vainus there. So easy to unsettle these cars, and Brad Ryan, we know, is a hard charger. He won't want to be stuck there. He'll feel like he's losing pace being behind Steve. But Vainus defending extremely well as Brad Ryan takes a look up into turn 1-6. But oh, he's got Vainus does well to keep that on track. Both boys braking super late.
I was going to say, Steve Vainus got the reputation of one of the best brakers. Brad Ryan's certainly shown him that he's more than capable of running with him here.
He's definitely, Brad Ryan's doing a great job of just keeping that pressure on. Another battle that's still raging on is George Sandman and Christopher Osborne for 3rd and 4th place. George Sandman's fun dropping off a little bit from Emerson in front of him. But
Osborne had a big slide out of the hairpin there.
Just shows how easy these cars are to... Oh, he really rides that curb. Trying to just... If you get it right, it actually pulls you around the corner a little bit. But if you get it wrong, it bounces you wide of the corner. So it's a fine art of just balancing how much curb you want to use each time. Talk about a man on him. Oh, he's off. Right. Blake Coppo's gone wide, coming out of turn 3, I believe that is. Turn 4. He's coming down to turn 5 now. Pushing hard. He's really starting to catch Martin Turner. Already finds himself within a second, even with that off track.
He's actually gaining by nearly a second a lap.
And he'll also be looking at trying to get a position on Paulo Martin's front of him and Fabio Gonzalez, who's a little bit up the track. Fabio going back to his default red and black skin this week, so...
Fabio's race pace doesn't look be able to match his qualifying pace. It was a super effort, super lap for qualifying, but his race pace, he doesn't seem to be able to stick with those ANZ guys in front.
It's an ANZ train at the moment. In second with Justin Ruggier, 3rd Christian Hollywood, and Andrew Lee in 4th place.
Ohio all over again.
Now, as ANZ team boss, Brooksy, how do you feel about these boys racing each other?
They can go for it, mate.
Yeah?
Yep.
Free reign, no multi-21?
No multi-21s here, mate. They're here to have fun, they're here to provide good racing for you guys, and that's what they'll do.
Yeah, that's what we like to hear. We don't like to Blake Coppo, 0.2 of a second coming into turn 5 on Martin Turner now. He's got the run. I was about to say, we'd like to see the teammates racing hard, and I think we've talked about it a few times through different broadcasts. Sometimes your best target is your teammate. It's you both running similar setups, you work together. If you can beat your teammate, you feel like you get the biggest win.
I can guarantee you all three of them are on the exact same setup right now, so be interesting to see who comes out on top.
Another battle starting to form up. Matthew Barron being caught by Mitch Aberhall. Now Mitch finds himself within half a second of Matthew Barron. He's lost a little bit of pace as his season's going on. I think he had a great result in Spa and had a win. I'm going to say remind me, but I might have to go to Hilly, who's in the commentary, to try and find out when Grizzo had his last win. I know he's had a 1 or 2 in this series, but he's finds himself down in 5th place.
I remember watching the race. I can't remember where it was.
No, for the life of me, I can't put a name on the track, but Martin Turner's been harassed by Blake Coppo now. Blake Coppo got a great run out of turn 4. Will he have a dive under brakes into 5? It's going to be Clay. He goes for it. Martin Turner, great presence of mind, just opens the steering, gets back on the brakes, opens it, makes sure that Blake Coppo has enough track. Don't want to get yourself involved in an incident with someone that clearly has a lot more pace. As Leighton Fine and David Hingston side by side coming to the S. This is going to be awkward. Oh, Leighton Fine pulls out of it.
That's a smart driving from Martin Turner. He knows it's a long race and no point getting in a battle with someone with so much more speed than him. Don't know if Paulo Martins will think the same.
As Sam and Christopher Osborne find themselves in traffic as Osborne almost gets into the back. Who was that? That was, I think that was Wayne C. Burke that he almost got into the back of. That was the car behind. That was Ralph Lorinsky again. Find themselves with Matthew Barrett. Mitch Aberhall behind him. Gets caught up in the traffic again. You just got to. It's so hard to get around the traffic as Mitch Aberhall goes for a look up the inside of Matthew Barrett. Matthew Barron goes a long way around. Oh. Whoa.
Dave Hingston's had a moment on the front straight. At the last corner.
Saw the smoke there. We'll go to a replay and see if we can find out what happened. Has he gotten a bit of contact from the 3 car? That's
no, he just went around all on his own. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, it looked like that Hampstead was putting a bit of pressure on him coming through the thing, trying to go, no mate, I'm the race leader here, I don't want to lose too much time, and just out-braked himself, unfortunately, yes.
It can get daunting when the race leader comes up behind you. You feel like a need to get out of their way, but you got to make sure you still hit your marks.
Oh! We got, George Salmon, Osborne, and is that Leighton Fine? Getting side by side through the S's there as we go and have a look at Richard Hampstead now. Race lead, he's been doing a great job as in fighting through this lap traffic. Pull down a 2.6 second gap now to his teammate with John Emerson. So we might actually go on board with him for a lap around this beautiful Barber Motorsports Park. I'll get a ride, turn it up and enjoy. Talk about a wild lap. That's commitment there from Richard Hampstead, trying to get some speed down. Quickly, a bit of a change of position. We have had Mitch Aberhall get around Matthew Barron, and word in from our chat spec with Matthew Healy giving me information that Road Atlanta was when Squizzer got his win. So Matthew Barron at Road Atlanta.
Steve Venus and Brad Ryan are going around the outside of turns 2 and 3 with some traffic here.
Oh, stay on the track, boys. As Brad Ryan looks to make a move through. No. Again, those overclocking cars. Car 22. Who's the? Has Brad Ryan gone into the back of Venus? Maybe. He's got a little bit of damage to the front of his car.
It does look a little bit bent. He might have given him a couple of love taps around there somewhere.
We've seen how easy it is to disrupt the aerodynamics on these DP cars. Gotta be careful doing that. As looking back in the field, we've got, what's this? This is 7th and 8th. Paulo Martins and Martin Turner racing hard against each other.
So Brad Ryan's getting impatient here behind Steve Venus. Oh, and he goes down the inside. That's moved on. He's got Steve Venus is off. Steve Venus has ran wide at the second last corner.
Such a hard place to break there, and Brad Ryan's done a great job just to... he's on... Venus looks like he's just outbraked himself a little bit. Felt the pressure from Brad Ryan behind him.
Yeah, it's good racing from Brad Ryan. He's kept up the pressure, kept tapping on his rear bar, just let him know he's there. And looks like it's finally got to Steve Venus.
As Wayne C. Burks finds himself in the pits, has he had an incident, or is something... he's not fueled himself enough? May have gone into the thing... I've just gone back a lap and I can't see anything. Oh no, he's had it off. It looks like he's coming down to turn 5. He's something's happened, I think it is. He's just gone a bit loose coming out of 5, and it's just tapped the fence with his rear wheel. So, unfortunate moment for Wayne. Had to make a trip down pit lane, get some damage repaired, get back out on track. He finds himself down in dead last now after that. George Salmon, Christopher Osborne find themselves battling again. Who's that? That's one of the ANZ boys in front of them. That's Andrew Lee.
Andrew Lee, yeah. This is exactly what I'm saying. They've had to just stay behind Andrew there. They can't. It's just too hard to get the pass done safely. So it's held a Sandman up.
Oh, it's Osborne!
Osborne.
Andrew Lee.
It was either that or run straight into the back of Sandman then, I think.
Yeah, it was one of the lesser of two evils almost. It was spin out another car in front of you, or just open it up and straighten it up. And I don't think that hurt Andrew Lee too much. He may have a little bit of steering, bent steering, but hopefully these boys can get back on it.
Yeah, they both continued on, so it looks like both cars seem to be okay. I can't see too much damage to Andrew's car.
Fabio Gonzalez in 5th place. We'll be hoping that Andrew might be so. Oh, it's Fabio Gonzalez, big slide, he's off. Will he keep it out of the fence? Oh.
It's not a place you want to go off. It's a high speed area.
No, he's obviously pushing very hard in that McLaren. Saw that contact with Andrew Lee and Christopher Osborne in front of him. Wanted to get the pressure on quickly, and it's just outdriven himself a little bit. This has been a great drive from Justin Bruggia. 2nd place, he's only 1.4 seconds off Dylan Sharman, and we do know traffic plays a big role here with how much the DPs can harass the McLarens and get caught out and slow down. So, has Dylan had a few poor laps and lost a bit of time?
I'm looking at Dylan's laps now. They're all in the low 22s, so I don't think he's been held up too much. Pretty consistent laps, but so's Justin. He's doing really well. He's only jumped on and started practicing this afternoon, so
He's definitely taken to this car like a duck to water. So it's good to see him out there. He's we know he's has such a good run in the V8s. He hasn't managed to score up his win for this season. He'll be desperate to get that one done, but he's having a good chance of maybe getting a win in the Grand Anfield here.
Yeah, well, he's not far off to capitalise if Dylan makes any mistakes.
Ruggie has Sandman and Osborne. Those two are back on each other after that Osborne's little mistake. Sandman got held up. There's Ruggie.
Oh, he's all twitching under brakes. Left
good
plenty of room
presence
for
of
him to
mind
go
there.
through.
Yeah, good presence of mind there from Ruggie. Just knows he got the faster car underneath him. Doesn't want to get caught out. He probably heard from his teammate Andrew Lee that what happened to him on the previous lap. So.
Oh, Ruggie might have been close to getting a cut track there. He went straight ahead through those S-bends.
A new name to the series we saw last week, Bruce Joy, found himself in, I think it was second place last week after a freak incident which crashed the iRacing server. I think in total, we after everything sort of panned out, 5 drivers in the didn't get kicked from the server. Bruce Joy was fortunate enough to be one of them. Got himself a second place last week, doing well again this week, hunting down Leighton Fine and Paulo Martins. I'd like to give a shout out to our spectators. We've got obviously the guys over at the V8 Supercar fan group site tuning in today. It's always good having you guys about. Race Centre broadcasting live in store at the moment, so always good to have you guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the simulators down there, having a bit of fun, watching some good hard racing. And if you're watching from home, welcome to the stream. It's your first time. Say hello. Always open to try and answering as many questions as possible. We've also got Matthew Hill, our regular commentator, who's actually just moved house in the chat at the moment, so he'll be out there trying to answer some questions as well.
Nathan Groudon's just come to a complete stop to let a whole heap of McLarens and Rileys pass.
He does find himself down in second last place. Wayne C. Burke has retired from the race now after that contact with the fence. So Nathan Groudon, he's had some good results in this series. Tonight, not the most fortunate one. Had an early spin off the track, turn 2, I believe it was from memory. Finds himself 42 seconds off Lewis Kukali in that McLaren. These boys will not let up. Osborne, Sandman have had these battles for a few races, and every time they go through those S's, I just hold my breath a little bit because I know how easy it is to make a mistake there.
I think Osborne's going to try to do what Brad Ryan did to Steve Vainus, just keep applying the pressure and hope for a mistake, but I'm not sure Sandman, a racer of his calibre, is going to gut that mistake.
Yeah, Sandman, he is the reigning champion of the DP. I'm not exactly sure how many times won it, but he is a multi-time winner of this championship. Definitely knows the ins and outs of this car, and definitely feeling the pressure now that something's happened to Paulo Martins. He's had it very slow. He's lost 2 spots very quickly. Down the back, David Hingston and Bruce Joy have managed to get past him. I'll get a replay up on the screen. Coming through, he's had an off the track coming through turn 4. So with the DP behind him in turn 3, he's had an off track. Might have missed that bit in the replay, but coming down to turn 5, he's had one of the overclockers on the outside of him, car 23.
Leighton Fine.
Leighton Fine on the outside of him, and he's had just let off, let Leighton Fine get back in. Obviously,
Leighton
no.
Fine. Bruce Joy is the one that capitalised there, 2 spots.
Finds himself up in 8th place now. Great drive by Bruce. Paulo Martins is still under pressure. Ralph Lorinsky and Andrew Wren now behind him. And Ralph Lorinsky and Andrew Wren have been battling all race long. These guys have been fighting hard.
Leighton Fine's got big damage. He's trying to limp it back to the pits right now. He's way off track, and he's got massive damage.
Oh, you can look at the angle of that wheel. Those wheels are not straight at all. Serious case of the crabs, as we like to call it. Has something happened? He stopped for a long time, so I'm going back through my personal replay.
After that incident with Martins, he went straight ahead at the hairpin, the S's and the hairpin.
Yeah, that's
went straight ahead and hit the wall pretty hard, so I think if he did have damage, he's done a lot more damage.
Here we go, boys. Justin Ruggie has found the back of Dylan Sharman. I don't think Dylan will have felt this sort of pressure this season in this car, so does Justin have anything for him, or has Dylan's got what's needed?
I'm actually quite surprised by Justin's speed. Someone that hasn't practiced much, and as the race goes on, he's going to get more and more accustomed to this car. So he might really give one a good hard race to the checkered flag here.
And Vanu's looking to chug around. So Justin Ruggie won't want to make sure that he lets Vanu's pass the spot where he doesn't lose too much time, and then hope that Dylan Sharman gets caught out a little bit. You can just see Justin Ruggie, he's holding his line, and Vanu's having to wait and wait and wait, and it feels like an eternity.
Justin's a little bit wide in the last corner.
Vanu's very smart driving. He knows he doesn't want to get involved and ruin someone's race or potential win. He's been a long time veteran of this series, and just sits there. He doesn't have anyone too close behind him.
Oh, Vanu's. Boy, he was going to go straight into the back of Dylan Sharman then.
He chucks up the inside. This is going to hit Dylan Sharman a little bit. Oh! This is going to give Justin Ruggie the chance he needs. Is he close enough? I don't think he's going to be close enough out of that corner. That was close. Just hearing in the drivers chat, Dylan Sharman comes on the radio and just lets Steve Vanus know he felt that was a little too close.
Shaping up for a good battle with 20 minutes remaining in the race.
Another
Justin
good battle.
Will sit there and watch.
It's forming up. Paulo Martins, Ralph Lorinsky. Find ourselves quite often focusing on the battles in the DP, but tonight it's been all about the McLarens. These guys have put on a show. Emerson goes past them to lap himself. He'll be not wanting to get held up here. It's only 2.3 seconds off Richard Hampstead in the lead of the DP field, so still in for a good result for John Emerson. As George Sandman and Christopher Osborne still battling hard. Sandman managed to open up that gap out a little bit with traffic not coming into the play at the moment, but doesn't take much. Speaking of traffic, Andrew Wren. Sandman almost getting into the back of Andrew Wren. Now who's that in front of him? 17. That's Ralph Lorinsky. He's had to go. Just sit there and wait. He might be under attack from Andrew after that turn. Oh. You sit there one moment, you're sitting there thinking, yep, I'm starting to gap it a bit, and next thing you're under attack again and you're trying to work your way back. As Chris
Osborne's up the inside.
But no, there's a McLaren in the way, he's got nowhere to go.
This is really good racing from everyone out there at the moment. It's a hectic track out there, and everyone's keeping it pretty clean.
It's been a great show of speed and precision from these guys. Good, hard, clean racing. Been a couple of little incidents, nothing too major, a couple of mistakes, but looking forward to this last 20 odd minutes. Blake Coppo, has he pushed a little too hard in this opening stint? He's starting to fall back into the clutches of Martin, although he's just pulled the gap out a little bit. Maybe a bit of traffic came into the play. Let's have a look at his last few laps. Yeah, he's had.
I think it would have been a bit of traffic there, Seb. He's even though he would have burnt those tyres up for pushing so hard at the start of this race.
He did lose 10 seconds. He did lap 19, he did a 122.7, then lap 20 he did a 132.6, so he's obviously, something's happened, he's had an off track or he's lost a big chunk of time somewhere along the line, so we've missed that, but that's why Martin Turner's managed to come back at him a bit. John Emerson just getting underneath Martin Turner there. Richard Hampstead works his way past Nathan Groudon and Blake Coppo. Oh, almost three wide there.
Fabio Gonzalez pushing hard to catch Andrew Lee. Just laid down his best lap of the race, nearly a second quicker than Andrew.
He's done well to look after his equipment. I mean, we've seen these cars, they look after their tyres really well. And as the fuel comes off, they actually get faster. As George Sandman and Christopher Osborne still going at it, they find themselves 0.2 of a second. But as the fuel comes off, these cars just get faster and faster. They don't really wear out the tyres as we see in the V8 supercar. They're light, they're nimble, they're high downforce, lots and lots of grip. They just get faster and faster. This battle for the McLaren's not letting up.
I really think the car's coming to Justin now. He's getting more accustomed to it, even though he's run wide there out of the S's.
It's a very...
There's no secret. TTL and ANZ, they share a colourful history. A lot of respect between the guys, and Justin will be pushing very hard. He knows that's a TTL car in front. He'll be pushing very hard to catch Dylan.
Oh, Justin! Big moment coming out the last corner. I was just about to say, let's get on board with Justin for a lap as he's but geez, you don't want to do that too many times. We'll go quiet in the comms box, enjoy this lap of Barber Motorsports Park. Dylan Sharman's going wide at turn 1. Justin Ruggie trying to capitalise there. Just about to say, these boys, you can see how hard they're pushing these cars, just even though they're the slower. Oh, it's Justin's had to get on the brakes early not to get into the back of Dylan. He's wide again. And Justin Ruggie got the run. Side by side coming to the S's. Dylan Sharman managed to get on the power well there. Wouldn't this be an incredible result for Justin Ruggier?
Yeah, his heart would have been in his throat. Then he had it all crossed up under brakes going into turn 5.
And all that action too, Christopher Osborne's managed to get himself third place from George Sandman. A good result there as Richard Hampstead keeps on. And Matthew Barron has had an off track. Something's happened to Matthew Barron in just turned 5. I'm fond of replays. Is he just about it's just in the last corner? He's had Blake Coppo in front of him. Just gone back, broken in, had to take avoiding action to miss the slow McLaren, and done well not to get into the back of that slower class car.
Yeah, that's unlucky. He just got caught out in the wrong position then, but that's multi-class racing.
Sometimes you get an advantage by the other class, sometimes you lose a bunch of time. It just all depends whereabouts you come across them. Paulo Martins not having the race he would be hoping for. Andrew Wren's gone past him. He's now found himself down in... Oh, I can't count that, sorry. That's 12th place. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Director. He's he's had a spin on. He keeps it out of the pit wall. Oh, great catch. He's going to have to be careful of the other cars coming up behind him. Loses a spot to Lewis Cook-Gartley there.
I think a bit of frustration will be setting in for Paulo at the moment. It hasn't gone to plan for him tonight. As Bruce Joy's having a look at Dave Hingston going down into the hairpin.
Going to be an ultra-committed break. David Hingston's just opened up, gone wide. He'll try to get the run back on him coming down towards the Asses, but I think that was a move done by Bruce Joy. Great bit of driving.
Very good move.
Although
actually, Dave's coming back.
No, he thinks better of it. Beacon of thinking better of it. Justin Ruggie is forced around the outside of the hairpin again. Dylan Sharman is trying to get the power down. Dylan Sharman has great drive out of that corner. So we're just under about 10 minutes to go in this race. We still could have a we still got a great battle on our hand, and we'll get the GT gains up on screen. Hang on, I'm gonna have to. I don't have them on my screen, unfortunately.
Got Blake Coppo. He's moved up 8 spots into 6, and Ralph Lorowinski, he's moved up 7. He's up into 8.
Yeah, Wayne Burke finds himself the biggest loser, losing 9 spots after that incident with the wall. And Paulo Martins, after a terrible race, he's lost 7 spots as well. So disappointing result. As we get the DP gains as well. Don Emerson up 1 spot, Christopher Osborne up 1 spot, Mitch Alberhall the biggest mover up 2. And George Sandman and Matthew Barron losing 2 spots respectively. Not many movers and shakers in the DP. Oh, it's Justin Ruggie's had a big slide. So, he's had the faster McLaren coming. The DP coming up on the inside of him. Just touched the grass. Done a great job to keep that on track. That was an incredible bit of driving.
It would have heated his tyres a bit. He'll have to let them cool off if he wants to have another go at Dylan, I think.
So with just under 9 minutes to go, this will be the break Dylan Sharman was hoping for. Does Justin Ruggie have the pace to get back on him? Oh, someone's off the track in front of Dylan Sharman. That's one of the overclocker cars. That would be... Who's that? Michael Fabian finds himself in 10th place. He's not had the race he'll be looking for. Leighton Fines had it off as well.
Richard Hampstead places himself in between first and second of the McLarens. Sure, Dylan won't make it too hard for Richard to get past.
He'll be hoping that Richard would have slowed Justin Ruggie down a little bit, just giving him a little bit more breathing space as Dylan gets well and lets Richard go past.
It's brought Justin back into this.
It has
closed that
definitely.
gap pretty quick.
Justin, definitely the one with the pace at the moment. Oh, Michael Fabian gets right up the back bumper of Justin.
Justin's not giving an inch. He doesn't want to lose any time to Dylan here.
It's all about the way you let them pass. If you let them, the DP pass at the right point, you can get an advantage. You can get in and get a little bit of a drag from them. If you have to go wide of the corner, you lose so much time and speed because you can't take that optimal line. John Emerson goes to get his lap on these boys. Take a moment.
Still trying to get past Justin. He moved over to let John Emerson pass it. Michael Fabian will be looking to do this down the inside of the hairpin now.
John Emerson goes up the inside of Dylan Sharman. He's got to be careful of Michael Fabian. He's going to hurt Justin a bit. Been incredible racing through the entire field. Bruce Joy and Andrew Wren still in a pretty decent battle back for 12th place. Ralph Lorinsky and David Hingston still going at it too on that 10th and 11th place.
Fabio Gonzalez is still inching away at Andrew Lee there. He's slowly closing that gap. I don't know if he's going to have enough time though.
Yeah, with 1.2 seconds, he'll be hoping that Andrew Lee gets caught in a bit of traffic at a poor point. A bit like Justin Ruggio. Justin will be hoping that that traffic comes into his favour and not Dylan's. Richard Hampstead stopped the clock last time by at 43 minutes 56, so about a bit over 5 minutes to go left in this race. Nathan Grouden looks like he's called it quits. He's left the server. As Leighton Fines managed to get back out on track, but he finds himself 3 laps down off Paulo Martins for 14th place, I believe that is.
Justin is all over the back of Dylan Sharman, heading into the S's, into the hairpin.
He's got Christopher Osborne. He won't want to get held up. He's got Charles Salmon. Oh, it's Justin another side. Bit too much curve there. Osborne's going to get caught out. He's not going to be he's going to have to be careful now because George Sandman will be all over the back of him. This battle not over yet. There's proof. There's when the other class can help you and the other class can hurt you. Oh, it's Justin still not giving Christopher Osborne any room. Osborne's had to dive it up in there. This will hurt Justin.
Justin's around. Sandman just tapped him in the back.
No, this will be devastating. It's Christian Aliwan is quite a long way back, so Justin's still able to hold on to second place.
Yeah, he'll be devastated at that. I think he was looking for Sandman to make the move on the straight, and Sandman wanted to get it done a bit earlier.
Yeah, it's Sandman obviously feeling he scored a big advantage with Osborne being caught up in that traffic. Wanted to capitalise on it, and Justin just being caught out there. Unfortunate incident. So easy to have happen. As Justin sliding around, he's really overheated these tyres. He's got to be feeling a bit frustrated after that. Andrew Lee's got Fabio Gonzalez. As Andrew Lee's missed a gear. Andrew Lee missed a gear going through the hairpin there. That's brought Fabio Gonzalez onto the back of him now, coming through towards these yes-bands of 6 and 7. Fabio just pokes the nose out, tries to unsettle Andrew.
And Christian Elwood's not that far up the road. It's someone we haven't spoken about much tonight, but he doesn't seem too far up the road, Christian Elwood.
He hasn't been caught up in many battles. He's just been logging laps and sitting in a very healthy third position, doing a great drive. And I'm sure he'll be happy with third place today. So 3 minutes left. Richard Hampstead's coming through the S's. He'll have probably another lap or two to go. Could be, we'll see where he stops the time as he crosses the line to try to give you an accurate call on how many laps are left. Been a great drive from Richard Hampstead. John Emerson finds himself in second place. He's been very consistent there. Christopher Osborne in third. Been a hard-fought battle with George Sandman all race long. He's managed, after getting close, someone's smoking up. Oh, last thing you want to see there is Andrew Lee and Bruce Joy. Andrew Lee off on the grass. Something's happened between those two. I don't get a replay up. Looking at my sign.
Bruce Joy spun in front of Andrew Wren, trying to regain control, and has tapped Andrew Wren when he was making his way past. That's unfortunate. It was a lose all on his own.
That's unfortunate for Bruce Joy. He wouldn't have been hoping for anything like that. And Andrew Wren just caught out at the wrong spot at the wrong time.
Unlucky. It was another solid race by Bruce Joy.
He was having definitely a good result. So, Hampstead, sorry, 47 minutes 50. Stopped the clock last time by. I'd say he's going to get the white flag this time by. So after that, or the incident between Sandman and Ruggier, Ruggier is now 7.9 seconds off Dylan Sharman. Vanu's trying to get... Andrew Lee.
He was quick to shut the gate there. He was making sure that Fabio didn't follow Vanu through.
Yeah, good bit, smart bit of driving. Knew that the first thing. As Mitch Aberhall's in the fence. Something's happened to Mitch Aberhall in the second last lap. He had a big spin. Where is that on track? We'll get a replay up. That's... there's been a McLaren coming back on the field. That was David Hingston, his teammate.
Well, that could be a bit awkward in their garage.
That was definitely going to be an interesting conversation post-race. So Hingston spun going wide through the S's. Paul Mitch Aberhall, an innocent victim. So Richard Hampstead's gotten the white flag. He's coming around. He's going to take the checkered flag, barring no incident. Christopher Osborne, something's happened to... his internet's dropping out. Can he make it to the end? We've seen the drivers lose positions. Hampstead, he knows it's the last lap, but he's still driving hard. He's coming up towards the second last corner. Been a dominant performance from Richard Hampstead. Great performance. He's coming around the final corner for the final time. He'll get a win in the Thursday night Grand Am for the TTL DP. John Emerson comes around the second final corner for the last time. He was coming home in second place. Great result for him. As Christopher Osborne comes to the line now, third place for him. Great drive. Was in a great battle with George Sandman all race long. George Sandman comes home in fourth place with Brad Ryan side by side. That's Ralph Lurinsky, Matthew Barron coming across the line. Dylan Sharman comes home for the McLaren win. Great dominant performance. He's been good battle with Justin Ruggie. Justin Ruggie comes around in the final corner for the last time. He'll come home in second place. He will be disappointed. He was so close to that win. Christian coming around the last corner now. He'll come home in third place. Another solid drive from Christian. And Andrew Lee, will he hold off Fabio Gonzalez? There's a drag racer line, but Andrew Lee holds off hard charging Fabio Gonzalez. Great performance. Blake Coppo's already crossed the line. Whew. How about that for a first commentating job, Brooksy?
Is it over? Well, it goes quick when you're commentator. It doesn't stop.
Oh, mate, so much So much action as we go and have a look at all these TTL boys. As we got Dylan Sharman in the middle, Hammer and Emerson are side by side.
Well done to those guys. They're a dominant force. 1-2 in the Riley and another win in the McLaren.
So we'll get the results of the TPs up on screen now. Richard Hampstead came home in first place. Great drive over John Emerson for second place. Christopher Osborne finds himself in third place. Great performance from him. George Sandman, he would have been hoping for a better performance. Finds himself in fourth. Brad Ryan finds himself in fifth place. I think he'll be pretty happy with that result. He had a lot of traffic and a lot of DPs to pass, so great performance from him. Matthew Barron didn't have the race he would have been hoping for, so he finds himself in sixth place. Mitch Abrahall in seventh, Steve Vanuth eighth, Marlon McMarlin ninth, and Michael Fabian rounds out the 10 in the DPs.
Yeah, Dylan Sharman bringing home the win in the McLarens for TL. Then it's an ANZ filling out the rest of the podium with Justin Ruggier and Christian Arwood in third, Andrew Lee in fourth, Fabio Gonzalez fifth, Blake Coppo sixth, good drive from the back of the field, Martin Turner in seventh, Ralph coming through the field to eighth, Andrew Red ninth, Bruce Joy in 10th, Lewis Googly in 11th, Paolo Martins in 12th, Kingston after that spin went back to 13th, Leighton Fine in 14th, Nathan Growden 15th, and Wayne Burke in 16th.
Well, that's what a race. These boys never fail to put on a show for us. Sorry, I had my mic muted there. I was trying to talk away and give Brooksy the moment to read out the box, and there I am with my mic muted. So sorry about that. Oh, what a race!
That was awesome. Great race, and really enjoyed that. You just don't get a chance to catch your breath.
Yeah, they these boys, every week they put on a show for us. The multi-class action definitely shakes it up. It's so easy to gain a tenth or lose a tenth or a second or two here and there, and one catching a McLaren or getting caught by a DP at the wrong point can be the difference between a win or a loss. As we saw Justin Ruggie having a great performance and almost had a few chances to get the lead, and it's unlucky touch, and it can all fall away so quickly.
Yeah, that was unlucky for Justin, but I know Justin pretty well, and one thing's for sure, that will spur him on. He'll be back next week, I dare say.
We'll be looking forward to it, and I believe you're joining me in the box for the rest of the season with Matthew Hill out, Brooksy.
I am? Okay, that's news. No, that's more than happy. I really enjoyed tonight. More than happy to help you out on Thursday night at the Grand Am.
Yeah, well, this is get you ready for the Wednesday night trucks coming on next season. What we got 3 weeks left in this now. I've got the Monday night V8s coming up. They're at Barbara as well this week, and then the 2 more rounds of the Grand Am and the V8. Then we've got Race of Champions. So still news coming in.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm super excited about that. I can't wait. That's always puts on a great show. Chris Tarrant, who is a long-time runner of the series, has handed over the reins to Simon Black and the OSR boys. So they've inherited a great championship, and I have every faith those boys are going to do just as good, if not better, job than Chris. So really looking forward to it.
I was going to say, I know Simon Black and the guys from OSR, and it's one thing they do is put on a good tournament. Simon Black will work overtime to make sure everyone has a great time.
Oh yeah, those boys, they have a number of leagues they run week in, week out, and They've definitely proven they know how to run a tournament, how to run a championship, and how to run a hosted league. So, every faith, those guys are going to put on a great show. It's definitely going to be some interesting mixes. Same format, 4 races, 2 nights, 2 races on the Sunday, 2 races on the Monday. Unknown cars and tracks until an hour before. We'll know a guesstimate of what cars and tracks could be in, but the combinations we won't know. So it's going to prove exciting. And then...
Sorry, so I was going to say, Race of Champions, that's what I really like about it. No one gets to practice. Really sort of separates the men from the boys, if you could call it that. Throws up a big can of worms, and usually the cream always rises to the top in that.
Yeah, it definitely does. It's a great series, and then we start season 3, 2013. Man, this year's going fast. And 3 broadcasts a week. Wednesday night trucks. We will be doing the 9:15 Australian Eastern Time race, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I have to confirm it. We're still working out details. Thursday night Grand Am is definitely sticking around. Tonight's proof that these guys are worthwhile broadcasting every week, and we love doing it. And then the Monday night V8s. So that wraps it up for today. How was your first call, Brooksy?
Enjoyed it. Had a great time actually. It's like I said, you don't get a chance to stop. Plenty of action. Guys provided good racing tonight. Really enjoyed it. That 50 minutes went super quick.
It definitely does. So we might wrap it up. Tonight's you've been watching the Thursday night Grand Am, presented by V8 Online, sponsored by Track Racer, Thrustmaster, and the V8 Online Superstore. I promise it is coming. The work going on behind the scenes is continuing week in, week out. Thank you very much, Clay and Brooks, for joining me in the box. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for having me. Look forward to commentating some more with you guys.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. I've been your host, Sebastian Murray Westberg. Your winners tonight, Richard Hampstead in the DPs and Dylan Sharman in the McLarens.